What's up, friends? Thanks for joining me for this one. I've got another Lego unboxing to share with you. This one, I've been waiting to do, just in general, I've been waiting for a set like this for 14 years. I'm sure you can relate. This is the time machine from Back to the Future. That's the name they give it in this new set. This is brand new and just came out this month. And it's been like back ordered and it's been out of stock, very in demand, for good reason. This is the DeLorean from the Back to the Future trilogy. Technically, although we'll get to that, this is pretty much a remake of the original DeLorean that Lego made back in 2013. And I say 14 years, I've been waiting, I'm sure we all have, because we haven't had a DeLorean in this scale, in this minifig scale size, since that time, since 2013. That was the original. Came out in, again, 2013, had around like 400 pieces, cost 35 bucks. It was nice for the time, but it has not aged well at all. It has honestly aged pretty terribly. Honestly. Um, and yeah, it was cool. The box was cool. It was nice, but it's bad compared to this. This is the new version. They've revamped it. They've given it a new, like, sleek look. It's completely awesome. And it's in the Speed Champions line, which is really cool. They've been starting to do these movie cars. We've gotten like the Aston Martin from James Bond. We've gotten the three Fast and Furious cars. The best of which I think is Suki's Honda, which was the last Speed Champions that I got. That one's great. They're all great. And then we have the Lightning McQueen out as well as the F1, the movie GPX team race car, which I plan to get both of those as well whenever possible. And then we have the DeLorean here, which is great. Obviously from Back to the Future, the trilogy. Although this one is kind of mainly from Back to the Future 1. Although we'll get to the second one in a little bit. Here's the box. It's great. Speaking of, I think this is one of the best boxes of just the speed in general of Lego boxes. I think they've knocked it out of the park with it, and I just think it's really awesome to finally have a proper DeLorean like minifig scale, and it's affordable too. 27 bucks, 28 bucks, not too bad at all. Obviously, it's a little bit pricey, but you get a decent amount of parts. 357. It's a good amount of pieces. You get a ton of printed pieces. We'll talk about that in a minute. You got the branding, obviously. You're paying a little bit for that. And Speed Champion sets are fantastic. Just the build experience is so in depth. It's so interesting and intricate and very mechanical. It's really great. I like a lot of their normal cars, but I'm more of a fan of the movie based cars. I think that's where I'm gonna go going forward. I just prefer the movie cars of these for Speed Champions. Not to say that the normal cars are bad. Obviously, they're not. But I just prefer the movie stuff because I'm more of a movie guy. But anyway, this set was actually a Christmas gift for my sister, which was amazing. And yeah, I've been talking about this for a few months since it was announced, and it's so cool to finally have a DeLorean that's properly sized, has two minifigs, mostly prints, and it's like completely redesigned. And it's affordable, great branding with the box and stuff, and it's just Lego knocked it out of the park. And I haven't even gotten to the unboxing yet. Let's talk about the box a little bit. It's great. The front of it shows Back to the Future 1, where it shows the iconic lightning rod clock tower scene where Marty is going back to his time. And it's really cool. I like the night shot. It's really cool. Got the Back to the Future logo up top. Got some nice effects with the fire and some of the lightning. And it's really cool. I like how the background's like blurring, like because it's going so fast. 88 probably. And I think it's really cool that they, chose this kind of dark night shot to have the front of the box. It's really cool. You see Doc and Marty in there. Just the DeLorean looks so slick and sleek this time around. It makes the old one look like crap. It looks so bad compared to this. This is interesting. 1 to 2 builders. It says build together. So that's interesting with the Builder app. It's kind of something. I love the top shot where it has this like blueprint, like kind of side view of the DeLorean. Really cool. You can see it almost has like this kind of downward slant to it, which is very accurate, very cool. We have a tire um as the actual size, piece. It's kind of a classic thing that they do on these. Side of the box, not too much. Yeah, not too many interesting things. The back side is really cool. This is actually my favorite part of this box, is the back, where you can see the DeLorean is now flying, and it's moving away from us, going towards the left of the... It's not really a screen, but you know what I mean. It's going to a direction, and it's trying to mimic Back to the Future 1, the ending, where the DeLorean flies at the camera at the end. Really cool. Really nice reveal at the end of the first movie. You're like, wait, the DeLorean can fly? Yes, it can. I'm actually going to be building it this version, the flying one, because I just think the flying DeLorean is so cool. It's too cool to not show off. You can see some more of the details on the back. You got like the vents, Mr. Fusion, there's the binocs, you have the flying wheels. You can see the DeLorean name. You can see that right there. It actually has the DeLorean name on it, which is really cool. Although, they don't call this set the DeLorean, they call it the Time Machine, which is fair, because it is a time machine, but that's kind of cool that they, still put the DeLorean name on it. And then on the side right, you have the Back to the Future logo. You got the 2-in-1. So you kind of have to pick one. You can't do both of them. Actually, imagine if probably someone has done this, where someone put like half of the side would be the flying wheels and then half of the side would be normal. I think that'd be just hilarious, but it would be really whack. But you can do that. You can have one side be hovering, one side regular. You could do that. So you can pick either one. You can pick Back to the Future Part 2 or Part 1. You can pick which one. I'm going to do Part 2, but it's up to you. And then there's just a picture of Doc with the time circuits. I think they should have done what they did with the Honda Suki box, where on the back of that box, they had a picture of the real car from Too Fast, Too Furious. I think it would have been really cool if they had a picture of the DeLorean, the real car from Back to the Future 1, like just right here. I think that would have been a better image than just Doc in the driver's seat. I just think it's a little weird. Like, it's a little curious that that's the real car isn't shown, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, the back of the box is awesome. I just like this shot. Like, it's really creative. I like the going of Hill Valley, and you got like the road, and where we're going, we don't need roads, so we can fly. So I love this box. I'm not going to be keeping it just because I don't keep my boxes anymore, but this is probably the nicest Lego box I've seen in a while. Either this or Emerald City. I think because Emerald City is a bigger box, I think that one stands out more because of the colors. But this box is super nice. I'll keep it for a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to destroy it a little bit because we got to punch this tab. So I'm going to do that right now. It's kind of nice, though, on these smaller sets that you don't have to, you cut the tape, although that's kind of normal. But, you can just punch it up if you want. And there's the contents. Just dump it out. Well, there we are. Boom. Set that guy aside, and we'll kind of move you up and down. Let's see what we got. So it looks like we've got, how many bags? 5 bags. That's interesting. That's actually a lot. The last Speed Champion sets I've had have only had like 2 or 3 bags. This has 5. I mean, 357 is a decent piece count, but I don't know. I feel like they could have just done 4 bags or 3. But anyway, you get some loose pieces like these wires, which are like cabling. It's kind of cool. Get a couple of those out of the box. We have the sticker sheet, which I will come back to in a minute. Here's bag 1, which is a lot. Oh, that's interesting. There's a couple of paper bags. I don't know if you can see that. There's a few. That's interesting. So we have mostly normal, like, Lego bags, but I guess they're adding paper bags into some of these, which is cool. And it looks like you build the minifigs in bag 1. So here's bag 1. And then there's 2, 3, and it looks like mostly just small bags, 3, 4, and 5. And then you got this, which I'm used to now. This is the base of the car, so it's going to be, everything's going to be built around this, if that makes sense, like on top of it too. So that's kind of nice. I like this piece a lot. It's very useful. And then we got the booklet, of course. Let's go to the booklet. This is a really nice booklet. I'm getting used to this style where it's the kind of digital rendering from the computer. This looks good. Obviously, I would have preferred if this box art was on this book, but they just don't do that anymore, which it's a little unfortunate. But this doesn't look terrible. I like the figures. They're placed in cool poses. I like the car. Got the builder app. And one thing that I learned about this book, I kind of spoiled it a little bit for myself when I looked at some videos. I saw some clips, and it showed that there is extra tidbits in this book of the DeLorean. Like, it's really cool. Like, for most Speed Champion sets, I think for most of them, they just have you build a car. There's no, like, extra designer stuff or, like, insight or, like, extra, like, info to read about. Apparently in this book, we're going to find that out together. There is more to see. So there's interesting. There is the paper bag stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is cool. They show you, I guess they're showing us the other sets that are coming out. So we've got the DeLorean, obviously. There's the Ferrari. We've got the Sonny Hayes F1 movie car, which I'm super stoked to buy. I'm really looking forward to picking that up. Then Lightning McQueen, which I'll obviously buy as well. Then there's the Bugatti, which is really cool. So yeah, there's just some other ones that are available, which is nice to see. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. So it looks like there is a shot of the real car, but it's in the book. So it says from 1985 to 2026. Yeah, 14 years. That's a long... I'm sorry, not 14 years. I was thinking of the original DeLorean set from 1985. That's way longer. That's a shot from the first movie. And then there's the Lego one, which we're going to build. And it looks like build together. So that's what that is, apparently. So it's like online. You can use the app, and then someone can use the paper book. So that's cool. It's interesting. They're really pushing the build together app. Or the builder app. And then there's bag 1. I really like with these new modern sets, like with the Emerald City, for example, there would be Fiero or Glinda or the Wizard on the bottom, just like on each book, to be like a progress bar. In this case, it's Marty McFly. I don't know if you can see. There's him being built. And then there's Doc. We start the car. So depending on how far you are in the book, let's say you're like halfway, or like kind of past halfway, you would see Marty on the bottom. So it's like a little progress bar meter, keeping track of how far you're going. So yeah, 117 steps. That's a lot of steps for one car. And you can see, you can take top off, you can fit both figures or one or two. And then there's the completed model with some stars. And then it looks like it will show you how to convert it to part 2, which is really cool. And yeah, I get some extra pieces to convert it. And just some more, pictures. There's all the parts that you get with this set. There's customer service. And then there's the Win mechanic dude. So that's cool. I actually might do more of these, because if you scan this and go to lego.com, you can tell Lego what you think about it, like give your little review, and you can be entered into a raffle, which is really cool each month. So that's the book. A very nice book. I like that there's a little bit more in the front of it. Feels a little bit more like an ideas set because of that. So that's awesome. And here's the stickers, which are not that many. There's about 6 stickers. So we've got the DMC logo at the front. We've got 2 of the door detailings with the black and gray. And then some more black and gray stuff for the doors. Plutonium chamber. And then the DeLorean name brand on the back. I think that's my favorite detail so far. I just think it's really cool. Like, it's subtle. You can see the DeLorean font is different. It's just really like a cool touch, little detail that I think is really cool. It's really kind of just a a lovely little thing that they did on the back. So yeah, not too many stickers, not too bad. That's gonna be not that bad at all. Most of the other details like the flux capacitor, the Mr. Fusion, the license plates, and like most and all the lightning stuff on the sides, that's all printed, which I think is excellent. I think you get a lot of value here. This is probably gonna take me probably, I would say 35 to 45 minutes. Probably that. Maybe an hour if I'm really if I'm really taking my time. I'll probably pin it at like 45 minutes though. That's probably my build time for this. I'm not going to build it live. I considered it, but I just think building it on my own is going to be a little bit more special. But of course, a review is coming, build thoughts, minifig Mondays, all that, all the usual stuff. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Like, I am so excited. I am so excited. Um, and yeah, I'm very happy to have a DeLorean finally. My childhood self is beaming right now. As a kid, I always wanted that original set, but looking back, did not age well at all. Um, yeah, this blows that out of the water in every single way. Like, just minifigs are better. The design is way stronger, way better, way sleeker, cooler, nicer, way more accurate. Like, it's way better. Like, even the price is better, and just the look, it's so much better. So yeah, I am super jazzed about this. Let me know if you guys have gotten the set, if you're looking forward to it. What are your thoughts on it? Are you going to build part 2 DeLorean or part 1 DeLorean? And I know there's some mods for part 3. I might do that, eventually, but I think I'm going to stick with part 2, the hover DeLorean, because I just think that's dope. It's the coolest one to me. But that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching or listening. Stick around for more unboxings. They are on the way. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. And take care.